Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate all of you. Doctor, can I introduce you in your capacity to all of you as well? I sent this to Bob. Okay. So let me get the right title. So I'll just say assistant superintendent. And I think she will allow me, since you've seen her out. So I sent her the flyer, and she's sending it out to people. So you can just indicate for testing. I'll do all the announcing. Did we find him? Whoever. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am delighted to be here this morning, and as well, I think I've got music in my voice here. Thank you to these wonderful volunteers committed to this historic community, Acres Home. And I tell you, all right, the full form. I'm here on behalf of the mayor. My name is Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. Let me indicate his support. I think you know that he has a funeral today of a very dear friend that I will be joining him at. But he has never failed to be here and to provide the opportunities for this city when it comes to disasters and lifting us up. So two different things. But right now we're fighting COVID-19. Is that right? And I think the reason why I continue this work is because of where we are today. I'm in constant meetings in Washington discussing where we are with COVID-19. And I know we are living our life. Pastor Davis gives us the word every week to live our lives and to be able to hold on to his unchanging hand. But it is important to announce, because the federal government has to have the responsibility that has not been shown by its leadership. So there are now 8 million confirmed cases of COVID-19. The number is going up. There are 218,000 people who have died. The number is going up. For that reason, today I will announce the massive engagement with our public schools of testing our children, their families, the support staff, bus drivers. We're going to be on school campuses helping them get tested. And let me tell you why. The American Academy of Pediatrics and Children's Hospital Association indicates since the onset of the pandemic, over 685,791 children have tested positive for COVID-19. There have been 77,073 new child cases reported from September 24th through October 8th. COVID-19 is positively acting. It has not pulled back. We have to understand that. What did I say? From September 24th to October 8th, we've had almost 100,000 cases dealing with COVID-19. A 13% increase in child cases over 2 weeks. Between February and July 2020, there were a total of 391,814 confirmed or probable COVID-19 cases in individuals aged less than 21 years. Almost 400,000 with children, young people under 21 years. These are children in school. These are college students. These are our young people that come to church and are going to school. And so this is why we are doing this now. Among the 121 that have died, yes, they are resilient, but still 121 have died. And let me be very clear, one person that dies is too many. And the reason is because it is known that we are the most powerful country in the world. We have the scientists. We have the science. We knew what we were supposed to do. Unfortunately, that word was not given to this nation. And so you need to hear these numbers. 45% of those who died were Hispanic, 29% Black, 4% were American Indian, suggesting that 78% of the reported death among children were minorities. We mourn for any child that dies. And so even though we had 78%, we're only 41% of the American population, our children under 4. And these groups accounted for 75% of deaths in persons under 21 years of age. So the CDC's most recent guidance acknowledges that children can spread the virus in specific settings. And so the demand for our children to go back to school because of funding from the president, federal government, is unfair to educators. But what I do want to say is that the school districts in Houston have been diligent. We've been working together, and they are prepared to make sure that this is a safe environment for children. But don't burden them or don't blame them. COVID-19 is contagious. COVID-19 cannot be seen. It's not measles. It's not the mumps. You cannot see it. And a child can be asymptomatic as an adult and still spread the virus. Pastor, churches will be opening. We leave it to the shepherd to make their decision. But to the members, follow the shepherd's instruction. Socially distance, coming at the right time, washing your hands, and wearing a mask. Can you believe that the state of Texas wrote a letter to the Harris County clerk to tell him that he could not force workers at the polling stations to wear masks? What is going on with our state? First, they knock out the places for us to deposit our mail ballot to keep people safe, 11 of them knocked out to 1. Then they want to stop drive-in voting. Do they know COVID-19 is existing? Do they understand what we're going through? Do they understand what seniors are going to, or people who are feeble or ailing? They can't go 50 miles to NRG, but they might be able to come to a local office here in the Acres Home area. So there are two issues that we must confront. One, to keep safe while we're voting. I am supporting the Harris County clerk. I believe that will be a denial of civil rights. Of course, we know we have a challenge in getting our civil rights enforced, but we're going to fight any demeaning of the voters coming in or their safety being challenged. And then as it relates to schools, we are going to begin a massive collaboration with our schools, testing on their campuses to make a difference in their lives. And that means healthy lives. Thank the Houston Food Bank, because it is important to note that people are still without means. We are still fighting to get the HEROES Act. We're negotiating now. I might see a light at the end of the tunnel for the $600. We might be going back soon. $600 increase in unemployment for those still unemployed. The $2,400, $1,200 for family disbursement, $3,400 for a family of 4. More testing money, more money for businesses, nonprofits, and churches, faith institutions, more money to stop people from being evicted. There's a wave of evictions going on. That's COVID-19. Stop people from being foreclosed on, the HEROES Act, that we, Pastor Davis, passed 3 months ago, but blocked by the White House. We see a light at the end of the tunnel. Let me thank Secretary of Treasury, working with our leadership, trying to get a breakthrough for the people of America. And we are headed back based upon the immediate agreement so that we can get these dollars out to our community and out to our cities and states. We are trying to get money to the city of Houston, Harris County, and the state for all the revenue that they have lost. So I'm delighted to be here to help people get COVID-19 testing, and as well to help people with food insecurity. And I'm also very glad that we will soon be looking at how we can add flu shots to this effort as well, since that is why the surge is going up, because of the potential flu. Please get your flu shots. So I'm delighted to be here with a public servant of long years, chaplain, captain, assistant major, butt major, Edwin Davis, who is a long-standing leader in the law enforcement community, providing great service, has been a long-standing, outstanding servant of this great historic church, the Galilee Baptist Church. And so I'm delighted to be able to have him come now to be able to speak to us and thank him for opening the doors of this great faith institution to this community. And they're going to keep coming and coming and coming. Pastor Davis, thank you.
Thank you, Congresswoman Lee, and thank you for the collaboration that we have come together to put this great community event together. I want to thank all of our volunteers again. Give them a hand, would you? All of our church family. This is a very major event that needs to go on in all of the communities today, and we are grateful to God that she chose to come our way, and it is a great collaboration, and we are just thankful to be here today, and thanks to all of you. God bless you. Thank you, Congresswoman Lee.
Thank you so very much. Thank you for agreeing to help us with the testing. As I indicated, we've been working with school superintendents, including the Superintendent Goffney, done a great job of the Aldine Independent School District. We're delighted that Assistant Superintendent Dr. Davis, Charlotte Davis, is here with us as we begin our work with our school district about providing for testing for young people throughout the community and throughout the state. Dr. Davis, thank you.
Thank you, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. I want to thank you for always your concern in the community and what you do to help our communities. As the Congresswoman stated, with children going back to school, it is very important that parents make sure that their students are safe. Testing is very important. You can be asymptomatic, as the Congresswoman stated, and not know that you're a carrier and spread the virus. Right. So masking up, gloving up, sanitizing, all of that is very important. As more and more young people are coming back to school, it is very important that we observe all the safety protocols that are in place to make sure our staff and our students and communities stay safe. So please come out, be tested, make sure you and your family are safe, and we appreciate it. We appreciate you, Pastor Davis, all the Galilee volunteers that are here, and mostly our Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's good that we follow safety protocols, guys. We do this work every week with partners like the Food Bank, with partners like Galilee Baptist Church, and we do it with the Texas Department, TDM, working across the state. We want to thank them, and we want to thank UMMC. Mr. Villarreal is the supervisor in charge, and they have been effectively testing. Just this moment, we've tested 17 people in just about 30 minutes. People understand the importance of getting tested. Did you want to say anything? Good morning.
Good morning, how you doing? This is UMMC. Please come get tested.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I'm shy, my bad. This is UMMC, please come get tested, okay? Thank you very much. Esta es UMMC, por favor, vengan a hacer la prueba y gracias, muchas gracias.
All right. Okay. Thank you so very much. I want to acknowledge Mr. Carl Davis, outstanding leader who works with me all the time, and he's networked himself over from Jack Yates all the way over on this side of town. So we appreciate him. Mr. Villarreal has to go back to work. But again, let us recognize the 8 million number is going up. I do want to add this issue that I think is very important, because sometimes the one thing that we are in this country is that we are united. And so if one area of the country sees a surge, it can impact the rest of the country. Let me also indicate that the Kaiser Family Foundation analysis estimates 1.5 million teachers, nearly 1 in 4, have health conditions that put them at a higher risk of serious illness if contracting COVID-19. That's why we want to do a massive effort to do it. Listen to me, community. Be able to listen and know that you can get testing for no charge and no pre-registration. Take advantage of it. The new data shows youth under the age of 19 in Harris County account for 19,500 cases. So we already have a record. As students prepare to go back to school, we already have a record of seeing that children can be impacted by this. Let me also indicate that 35 states are showing increases in new COVID cases. Louisiana, Kentucky, and Vermont are showing decreases greater than 10% this week compared to the week before. We are one of those that are holding steady. And if we're holding steady, that's why we have testing, so we can hold steady. But just imagine when we open the doors of the school, we want to keep holding steady as well. So I thank you very much. 8 million cases, COVID-19 is real. Pastor Edwin Davis, we thank you. Head Matron Katrina Robinson, thank you so very much. And of course, Dr. Charlotte Davis of the Aldine Independent School District. We'll take any questions.
Congressman, why do you say you can see the light coming for relief and help?
Well, when I say that I can see the light, what I mean is that if we do what was not done initially at the start of COVID-19, meaning that if we follow the washing of the hands, the wearing of the mask, the social distance, that's one part of it. The other light that I'm seeing is a light of being able to get a resolve on the HEROES Act, which is the funding that is so desperately needed that can interfere or interrupt the terrible impact of COVID-19, and that is evictions, food insecurity, people getting sick, not having work, because the dollars that are coming will be helping small businesses. And one of the issues that I've championed is $120 billion for mom and pop restaurants. These are the restaurants in our neighborhoods that are just single-owned restaurants that are desperately in need. We're getting money directly to restaurants. They hire people, people come and get takeouts, they're opening a little bit, and so that's very important. And then, of course, to the businesses that are in need for another infusion of dollars to keep their employees. The light at the end of the tunnel is the potential of an agreement coming with the negotiations of the Secretary of the Treasury along with our leadership. That means we'd be in Washington, get that bill passed, get it signed, and get dollars down here to local cities and states and counties across America. My effort is to get the money to Harris County and to get it to Houston so that they can continue their program to stop evictions. They're running out of money, and so they need the money now. And we're in constant negotiations and calls in Washington to get a light at the end of the tunnel, but get a reality so that we can help all these people. All of this is federal funding. The food bank gets federal funding. Testing is federal funding. I don't want us to get sicker, longer, and I don't want to have COVID-19 defeat us. The nation is strong, and we're Houston strong. We're not going to let COVID-19 defeat us. Any other questions? Okay, well, thank you all so very much. I think we can end on a good note. Let's follow me in my words. Let's follow me in my words. We are. We're going to start again, so he'll be on. We are going to beat COVID-19. Beat COVID-19. Beat COVID-19. Beat COVID-19. Beat COVID-19. Beat COVID-19. And we are as great Americans. Going to vote. Vote. All right. Right. Thank you so very much. This young woman is going to be applying to West Point. We're looking forward to it. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Good to see you. What year are you?
I'm in the 11th grade.
Okay, very good. We'll look forward to seeing you. What school?
High school for law.
All right.